My sleep score is terrible and I need to fix it.
At the start of this year, I was out of shape. I realized I didn't exercise regularly. I started to get a lot of pain in my back. I was stiff as a board. I would pull a muscle just because I was reaching over for a TV remote. And I started getting this nerve pain that would radiate from my neck into my index finger and thumb. I'm 38 now, and I have a 2-year-old son. And I realized that by the time he's my age, I'm going to be in my 70s. And I'm already falling apart now. So I realized something needs to change. That's why I joined Siim Land's Top 1% Health Mentorship Program. He has a deep understanding of health biomarkers and is ranked number 1 in the Longevity World Cup that calculates phenotypic age from commonly measured blood markers. I took his health assessment and found out I'm in the top 35% of health. So join me on my pursuit to the top 1% of health. Also, if you want to find out what level of health that you're at, your bottlenecks and your biggest weaknesses, then take the health assessment in his top 1% health community. Link in the description.
My sleep score is terrible and I need to fix it. My sleep has been terribly inconsistent for the last few years. And I noticed over the past month, I was kind of looking at the average sleep time, 6.5 hours. But I noticed it's like 6 hours one day, then 3 hours the next day, and then 7 hours the next day, and then 5. I work as a registered nurse in the mental health field, so I work a lot of 12-hour shifts. And waking up, it requires me to wake up at like 5:45 in the morning, which is not the time, like naturally, or at least, I'm naturally, like, my REM sleep, when I tracked it, kind of starts, full force. I notice at 5:30, and so that's always been difficult. Whenever I have to work a shift, it's like I'm just getting started to sleep. And naturally on my days off, I'll wake up at like 9:30 or 11 o'clock. But I have a 2-year-old, so oftentimes even on my days off, I'm up early. And then I stay up late. And that's usually my issue. And again, it's the consistency that's the biggest thing. So the good news is that when I actually follow the advice, like turning blue screens off at like a couple of hours before bed, and having a consistent routine, and not having caffeine too late at night, and doing all those things, I actually notice my sleep improve. So there is hope. It's all comes down to behavior and habits. The biggest thing that I am going to do today that is going to make the biggest difference, I've done it many times, and that is cutting out coffee and like stopping drinking caffeine. My issue is like I'm very sensitive to stimulants is what I've noticed. I notice when I drink a cup of coffee, and I've really noticed this when I've switched to decaf. As I mentioned, I work a lot of 12-hour shifts. On my breaks, when I switched to decaf, was the first time I noticed that I didn't want to either be productive or take a break by scrolling on YouTube or listening to a podcast or whatever. I always wanted to do something. And whenever I went on switched to decaf, I actually noticed I didn't desire, like I was like, I don't feel like looking at my phone. I'm kind of just want to sit here and just zone out. And there's been other times where I actually took a nap on my lunch break, those first couple of days, which surprised me. It just like threw off my routine. And I noticed that not only was it easier to sleep, but my desire to sleep, it's like I was looking forward to it. I was like, I can't wait to go to bed and lay down and put my pillow, or my head on my pillow. I love sleep. Right now when I'm drinking coffee, I love sleep after I'm asleep and I want to stay asleep. But I have a hard time going to bed. It's like I want to do one more thing, whether it's being productive or it's or it's just like sitting around watching TV and one more episode or one more YouTube video or whatever it is. That desire completely changes to, oh, I can't wait to lay down and sleep, or I can't wait to just sit here and stare at the wall. What I notice is when I don't drink caffeine, I naturally don't kind of like do stuff like that. But when I am drinking coffee, I find it harder to sit still. I want to do stuff, like I'm more restless and bored, and that translates to sleep. So even last night, I noticed I was laying in bed, and I just like kind of wanted to do something. Like I got up, like I kept getting up and then going back to bed. I had like more cravings, and so it was just harder for me to settle. So the as I mentioned, it's going to be a difficult switch, but I've done it before. It's usually the first few days that are the hardest, and so yeah, that's that. As I mentioned, I am in Siim Land's 1% Health club. So this is really helping me stay accountable and add structure. Also, live coaching calls. So if you want to check out that for yourself, if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description so you could check that out. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.